Have you ever thought standing on the edge of a canyon so vast it feels like you can see the curve of the earth? Ever wondered what hidden secrets lie beneath the sparkling surface of a crystal-clear lake? Imagine a place where geysers explode with such force that it seems like the ground is alive. What if I told you that there is a forest so ancient that it has witnessed the rise and fall of empires? Stay with me, because we're taking a deep dive into the wonders of America's natural treasures. Are you ready to discover the untold stories of these breathtaking wonders? Let's embark on this incredible journey together. I have always dreamed of exploring the vast and diverse landscapes of the United States. And honestly, when you dive into what this country has to offer, it's simply mind-blowing. Take Yellowstone National Park, for example. It's not just any park, it is the first national park in the world. Imagine being the pioneer of something so great. The place is a geothermal wonderland. You have these incredible hot springs that look like they came out of a surreal painting, with vibrant colors that make you question if what you're seeing is even real. And then there's Old Faithful. This geyser is a spectacle, exploding like clockwork and attracting crowds who watch in amazement as nature puts on its own little performance. Let's not forget the wildlife, buffalo, elk, and even the majestic grizzly bears. Hiking through Yellowstone is like stepping into a nature documentary. Now, if you think Yellowstone is awesome, wait until you hear about Grand Canyon National Park. Standing on the edge of the Grand Canyon, you can't help but feel a sense of awe at its magnitude. It's like looking at the history of the Earth, with each layer of rock telling a story that spans millions of years. The Colorado River below, which carved this enormous chasm, still flows with silent determination, a silent testimony to the power of nature. I remember taking a helicopter ride through the canyon. Talk about a change of perspective. Seeing the vastness of the canyon from above is humbling. And walk the trails? Well, that's an adventure in itself. Each twist reveals new rock formations, colors, and shadows that trick your eyes. But here's a question for you. If you could visit just one of these incredible places, which would it be? Stay until the end of the video and you will be amazed, where every step feels like a trip to another world. Now subscribe to the channel and let us know, like this way you will be helping us bring more content to you. Monument Valley. This place is like stepping into a classic Western movie, and for good reason. It has been the setting for countless films. The towering red rock formations are simply spectacular. Driving through the valley, you can almost hear the echoes of the past, the stories of the Native American tribes that once called this place home. The landscape seems almost otherworldly, with enormous hills and plateaus standing like ancient sentinels against the horizon. I remember watching the sunset here and it looked like the entire valley was ablaze with a golden hue. The beauty of Monument Valley is in its simplicity and raw, natural form. Yosemite National Park. If you like climbing or just love big rock formations, this place is a dream come true. El Capitan and Half Dome are the stars of the show here, attracting climbers from all over the world. These granite giants are imposing and beautiful, and the sense of accomplishment climbers get from scaling them is palpable. But you don't have to be a climber to appreciate Yosemite. The park is also home to some of the most impressive waterfalls you will ever see. Yosemite Falls, for example, is a sight to behold, especially in the spring when it is at its busiest. And let's not forget the redwoods. These ancient trees have stood the test of time, and walking among them is like stepping into a different era. Great Smoky Mountains National Park. This place is a haven for biodiversity. Located between North Carolina and Tennessee, it's like a real-life enchanted forest. The mist that hangs over the mountains in the early morning gives it an ethereal, almost mystical feel. The variety of flora and fauna here is simply astonishing. You have everything from black bears to salamanders, and the plant life is equally diverse. During my visit, I hiked to Klingman's Dome, the highest point in the park. The panoramic views from up there are simply stunning. The hills and dense forests that stretch as far as the eye can see make you realize how vast and vibrant this ecosystem is. Let's go to the coastal wonders, starting with the Florida Keys and Dry Tortugas National Park. Imagine a chain of tropical islands with turquoise waters so clear you can see all the way to the bottom. That's the Florida Keys for you. It's like paradise for those who love the ocean. Snorkeling and diving here are out of this world. Coral reefs are teeming with colorful marine life. I remember snorkeling at John Pennekamp Coral Reef State Park and being surrounded by schools of vibrant fish and even spotting a few sea turtles. And there's also Dry Tortugas, which is a little more remote but worth the trip. The waters are even more crystal clear, and historic Fort Jefferson adds a touch of intrigue to the natural beauty. And let's not forget the charm of Acadia National Park in Maine. This place is a mix of rugged coastline, lush forests, and serene mountains. One of my favorite memories of Acadia is driving Park Loop Road. Every turn offers a new and stunning view, whether it's the waves crashing against the rocky shore or the dense, verdant forests. Cadillac Mountain is a must-visit, especially if you're an early riser. Seeing the sunrise from up there is a magical experience. The first light of day illuminating the landscape is something that stays with you. Plus, the trails here are fantastic, offering everything from challenging climbs to peaceful forest walks. And finally, deserts and arid regions. Death Valley National Park is a place that defies expectations. You might think a desert is just a barren desert, but Death Valley is full of surprises. It's one of the hottest places on Earth, and standing there you can feel the heat radiating from the ground. Badwater Basin, the lowest point in North America, is like a vast unearthly salt flat that stretches on and on. The sand dunes here are also a sight to behold, especially at dawn or dusk when the light creates fascinating patterns across the landscape. Despite its harsh conditions, Death Valley has a unique beauty that is both striking and captivating. Arches National Park in Utah is all about rock formations. More than 2,000 natural sandstone arches are scattered throughout the park, each a testament to the power of erosion. Delicate Arch is probably the most famous, and seeing it in person is like seeing a natural sculpture created over millions of years. The red rock against the blue sky creates a stunning contrast that begs to be photographed. And the park isn't just about arches, there are many other formations, such as towers and balanced rocks, that add to the surreal landscape. Walking through arches is like exploring an open-air museum of geological wonders. The natural wonders of the United States are diverse and awe-inspiring. Each park and landscape offers something unique, a different slice of the incredible natural beauty that encompasses this vast country. Whether you like mountains, forests, deserts, or coasts, there is something here for everyone to marvel at. But hey, there's more to the USA than just these well-known locations. Take Everglades National Park in Florida, for example. It's one of the largest wetlands in the world and is home to an incredible array of wildlife, including alligators, manatees, and even the elusive Florida panther. Navigating through the mangroves on an airboat is an experience like no other. The sound of the engine, the wind in your hair, and the sight of crocodiles sunbathing on the banks, it's exciting and captivating. The Everglades are a reminder of how vital and vibrant wetland ecosystems are and how they support a multitude of life forms. Or how about Olympic National Park in Washington? This place is a microcosm of diverse ecosystems. You've got it all, from rugged coastline to temperate rainforests and alpine peaks. One moment you're walking along a driftwood-strewn beach, and the next moment you're in the heart of a dense, mossy forest that looks like it's straight out of a fairy tale. I remember hiking the Hoh Rainforest Trail and being completely mesmerized by the abundance of vegetation. The trees here are covered in moss, creating an enchanting atmosphere. And then there are the views of the mountains from Hurricane Ridge, offering stunning views that seem to last forever. And there's Rocky Mountain National Park in Colorado. If you're a fan of towering peaks and alpine lakes, this is the place to be. The park is home to some of the tallest mountains in the continental US, and the hiking opportunities are endless. Trail Ridge Road is a must-see as it takes you above the tree line and offers stunning panoramic views. I remember reaching the summit of Long's Peak after a grueling hike and feeling on top of the world. The feeling of accomplishment, combined with the stunning landscape, made the experience unforgettable. The park is also a haven for wildlife, with elk, bighorn sheep, and elk frequently appearing. Speaking of alpine beauty, have you ever been to Glacier National Park in Montana? This park is often referred to as the crown of the continent, and it's easy to see why. The crystal-clear lakes, rugged mountains, and glaciers create a dramatic and serene landscape. Going to the Sun Road is one of the most scenic roads in the country, offering stunning views at every turn. Hiking the Highline Trail, with its stunning views and diverse flora and fauna, is an absolute must. And if you're lucky, you might even spot a grizzly bear or mountain goat along the way. The park's glaciers are a testament to the power of nature, slowly sculpting the landscape over millennia. And let's not forget Great Sand Dunes National Park in Colorado. This place is home to the tallest sand dunes in North America, and the contrast between the dunes and the surrounding mountains is stunning. I remember sandboarding on the dunes and feeling like a kid again. The vast expanse of sand against the backdrop of the Sangre de Cristo Mountains is a sight to behold. The park is also a great spot for stargazing. Alright folks, we've traveled through some of the most stunning natural wonders the United States has to offer. From the awe-inspiring depths of the Grand Canyon to the majestic peaks of the Rocky Mountains, it's clear that Mother Nature has truly outdone herself in this part of the world. And speaking of adventures, what was the most unexpected wildlife encounter you had while exploring the wild? Have you ever stumbled upon a bear or perhaps a rare bird that left you breathless? Share your stories, you never know who you might inspire to pack their bags and set off on their own journey. Keep exploring, keep discovering, and remember, the world is full of wonders waiting for you to discover. So, until next time, stay curious, stay adventurous, and keep the spirit of discovery alive. Until our next meeting.